What if I told you that a luxurious Italian cruise ship vanished into thin air in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea? A baffling statement, isn't it? But that's precisely the enigma we're about to delve into. Imagine a majestic Italian cruise liner, the epitome of luxury and elegance, setting sail into the serene waters of the Mediterranean. This grand vessel, named the La Bella Vita, was a floating paradise equipped with every conceivable amenity. It was a city unto itself, carrying over 2,000 passengers, each looking forward to the journey of a lifetime. Their destination, the enchanting shores of the Greek islands. The day of departure was as perfect as one could hope for. The sky was a clear, infinite blue expanse, the sun casting a shimmering glow on the water, and a gentle breeze added to the idyllic setting. As the ship slipped its moorings and moved away from the Italian coast, the passengers waved their goodbyes, their hearts filled with anticipation and excitement. The last known location of the La Bella Vita was approximately 100 nautical miles off the coast of Sicily. The weather conditions were reported to be calm and all seemed well. The ship was on course, making steady progress towards its destination. With no signs of distress or trouble, the sudden disappearance of the La Bella Vita was as puzzling as it was alarming. And then, as if swallowed by the sea itself, the La Bella Vita disappeared. No distress signals, no debris, no trace of the over 2,000 souls on board. The ship had vanished into the abyss, leaving behind a trail of questions and a mystery that continues to baffle investigators and enthusiasts alike. As the sun set on that fateful day, little did the world know that it was the last time this grand vessel would ever be seen. The La Bella Vita, once a symbol of opulence and joy, had now become an unsolved enigma, a ghost ship etched in the annals of maritime mysteries. The Italian cruise ship, decked out in all its glory, was on its way to a journey of a lifetime, but destiny had other plans. The ship, a symbol of grandeur and opulence, had set sail from the picturesque port of Genoa, Italy, heading toward the exotic coastlines of Greece. Passengers aboard were oblivious to the unfolding drama that was about to shroud their voyage in mystery. Under a starlit sky, the ship sailed smoothly, cutting through the tranquil Mediterranean waters. As it followed its planned course, little did they know, they were steering towards an abyss of uncertainty. Suddenly, without any warning, the ship's communications went ominously silent. The regular exchange of ship-to-shore messages ceased. All attempts to re-establish contact were met with an eerie silence. The waves of the Mediterranean, it seemed, had swallowed the voices aboard the ship. This unexpected radio silence sent ripples of concern across the maritime authorities. They scrambled to trace the ship's last known position. But alas, the ship seemed to have vanished into thin air. Or rather, into the deep blue sea. The distress signals, usually a ship's desperate cry for help, were conspicuously absent. It was as if the ship had willingly surrendered itself to the sea, leaving no trace of its existence behind. As the ship failed to dock at its scheduled port of call, the gravity of the situation started dawning upon the authorities. Search and rescue efforts were launched in full swing. The Mediterranean Sea, once a tranquil canvas of blue, now turned into a tumultuous ground for a frantic search operation. But the ship seemed to have disappeared without a trace. No debris, no lifeboats, no signs of struggle, just an unsettling emptiness. It was as if the ship had become a ghost, haunting the waters it once sailed. Meanwhile, back on the shores, the families of the passengers were oscillating between hope and despair. Every passing hour was a test of their patience, their faith dwindling with each tick of the clock. As hours turned into days, the hope of finding the ship began to fade into the vastness of the Mediterranean Sea. The disappearance of the cruise ship sparked one of the largest maritime investigations in history. A mystery that unfolded like a cryptic puzzle. It became a Gordian knot that investigators from around the globe strive to untangle. Joining forces, the maritime authorities of Italy, the United States, and several other nations launched a comprehensive search and rescue operation. The Mediterranean Sea was combed with the help of advanced naval vessels, cutting-edge sonar equipment, and even satellite imagery. The scale of the operation was enormous, and the resources pooled were unprecedented. As the investigators delved into the enigma, several theories started to surface. Some proposed that the ship could have been hijacked by pirates lurking in the Mediterranean's darker corners. Others suggested an onboard fire could have caused a panic, leading to the ship's evacuation or even its sinking. A few even proposed the possibility of a rogue wave, a freak act of nature that could have capsized the massive cruise liner. As the investigation continued, a few significant findings came to light. The ship's last known coordinates were traced, revealing it had deviated from its planned route. Scraps of what appeared to be ship debris were also discovered, floating aimlessly in the sea. But the most bone-chilling discovery was the distress signal, a cryptic SOS message that was picked up by nearby vessels, but was abruptly cut off. Yet, despite these findings, the cruise ship and its passengers remained elusive. The debris couldn't be confirmed as belonging to the ship, the distress signal couldn't be deciphered, and the reason for the ship's deviation from its course remained a mystery. The investigation, extensive and exhaustive as it was, seemed to hit a wall. The deeper they delved, the more convoluted the mystery became. Every clue seemed to open up a labyrinth of possibilities, leaving the investigators in a maze of speculation and uncertainty. Despite their best efforts, investigators were left with more questions than answers. The mysterious disappearance of the cruise ship has led to a plethora of theories, each more intriguing than the last. The enigmatic vanishing act has stirred the pot of conjecture, with theories spanning from the plausible to the downright otherworldly. Let's delve into some of the most popular theories that have surfaced. First off, the hijacking theory. This theory posits that the ship was commandeered by pirates or a rogue faction, spirited away for nefarious purposes. Supporters of this theory point to the ship's valuable cargo and affluent passengers as a likely motive. However, the absence of ransom demands or any credible claims of responsibility cast a shadow of doubt over this theory. Next, we have the rogue wave theory. It suggests that an unusually large and sudden wave, a rogue wave, could have engulfed the ship, causing it to capsize and sink rapidly. While rogue waves are a recognized maritime phenomenon, they are extremely rare. The lack of distress signals or debris also makes this theory less likely. Lastly, in true mystery lover fashion, we cannot ignore the alien abduction theory. This theory, while offbeat, has gained traction among those who favor extraterrestrial explanations. They argue that only advanced alien technology could make a ship vanish without a trace. However, as you might expect, concrete evidence to back this theory is, well, non-existent. Each theory, while intriguing, presents its own set of challenges, often relying more on the absence of evidence than on the presence of it. The tantalizing question remains, what really happened to the cruise ship? Despite the multitude of theories, the investigation and search efforts have yielded little. The ship, along with its crew and passengers, seems to have vanished into thin air, leaving behind a wake of unanswered questions and unsolved mysteries. While these theories provide some solace, the truth remains hidden beneath the waves. The disappearance of the Italian cruise ship left a void that can never be filled. In the wake of such a mystifying incident, the world stood still, as if holding its breath, waiting for answers that never came. The ship, once a symbol of luxury and joy, had now transformed into a haunting enigma. With it, it carried away the laughter, the dreams, and the lives of those on board, leaving behind a deafening silence and a sea of unanswered questions. The aftermath of this disappearance was deeply felt, not just by the maritime industry, but by the entire world. Families of the passengers were thrown into an abyss of despair. Parents lost children, children lost parents, couples were torn apart. The echo of their lamentations could be heard across the globe, a chilling symphony of loss and sorrow. Their faces, etched with pain and longing, served as a stark reminder of the human cost of this tragedy. But from the ashes of this disaster, changes began to surface. The incident spurred a global outcry for improved maritime regulations. Safety measures were scrutinized, protocols were re-evaluated, and the maritime industry underwent a rigorous overhaul. The incident served as a wake-up call, a reminder that the safety of passengers should never be compromised, that the sea, though beautiful, is also a force to be reckoned with. The introduction of stringent policies aimed at preventing such incidents in the future marked the beginning of a new era in maritime history. The world pledged to learn from its mistakes to ensure that the lives lost were not in vain. Yet, despite the changes, the mystery of the Italian cruise ship remains unsolved. It's a wound that continues to fester, a puzzle that refuses to be solved. It's a story that has been etched into the annals of history, a tale that continues to captivate and confound us. The memory of the Italian cruise ship lives on, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that the sea holds. The enigma of the Italian cruise ship disappearance continues to baffle the world. The perplexing chain of events, the diligent investigation, the myriad theories spun, and the profound aftermath it left behind all paint a picture of an unresolved mystery. Despite the passage of time and the relentless pursuit of truth, the answers remain as elusive as the ship itself. As the mystery of the Italian cruise ship persists, it serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea and the mysteries it continues to harbor.